So let's talk about one of my favorite ways to get listings. If you're in the real estate business, obviously one of the key factors is you've got to get yourself some listings, but do so on a consistent basis. We're going to talk about motivated sellers, people that not only may sell or want to sell, but are quite literally forced to sell their home. They have to sell right now. And what we're talking about is those that are motivated prospects, divorce folks, probate folks, anybody that needs to sell their home due to a life change. It's such a great opportunity because one of the approaches we use is having local attorneys refer business to us. One of the things I teach with Greg Luther Inner Circle Coaching is getting multi-transaction clients, multi-transaction referrals. And what better way? The number one source for you is going to be attorneys in your area because they're meeting people every single month that are legally required as a decree of their divorce. They must sell that asset. Keep in mind, most people that are going through a divorce, they're getting divorced because they're having financial problems, which means between the two of them, they can't pay the bill. That means he can't refinance to get it out of her name. She can't refinance to get it out of his name. The court will require, as a decree of the divorce, they must sell that asset. So it's such a great opportunity for you if you get a handful of attorneys referring business to you. Now, this automatically makes agents think, oh, well, there's not a lot of attorneys in my area. Oh, there's not a lot of divorces in my area. All attorneys already know realtors. All the stuff I've heard for years, but we've got agents that are just crushing it. We've got a simple little script we use that we email to attorneys, and it gets tons of replies. They want to meet with you, whether they meet you face to face, you go to lunch with that attorney. Many times they're meeting on Zoom now just to get to know each other so you can refer business to each other. If you know somebody that's looking for a divorce attorney, you would refer them to them. If they know somebody that needs a realtor, which they know somebody every month, they're going to refer them to you. It's a multi-transaction opportunity. And one of the big advantages for us now, especially now that 2025 is here, there's more attorneys in your state than there are realtors. Let me give it to you again because you don't believe me. There's more attorneys in your state than there are realtors. As a matter of fact, there's 1.4 million attorneys in this country, and especially after the great washing that we just had, we're far less than a million agents. So let alone those that actually practice. But I was looking at some numbers here for active, up-to-date numbers here. California, which is its own country in itself, it's huge. They have 170,000 attorneys. Florida has 85,000 attorneys. Georgia has 33,000. Illinois has 62,000. I'm going to tell you about this script in a minute, too. Massachusetts, 42,000. Michigan, 35,000 attorneys. Ohio, 38,000. Texas has 97,000 attorneys. You don't need to work with all of them. You need a half a dozen of them. Keep in mind, you can go divorce attorneys. You can go probate attorneys if you want to work probate deals. IRS attorneys, small business attorneys, immigration attorneys. All of those specialists are meeting people on a monthly basis that if you create a relationship with them, and keep in mind, we've got agents all over the country that have been doing this. You create a relationship with a half a dozen of these folks, you are going to have closings every single month. You are going to have closings. So we have a script that is an initial opener that we email to them. And then when they reply, there's a secondary script that we reply back to them, and it gets a face-to-face meeting. Whether you do it on Zoom or you do it at their office or go to lunch, they're pretty daggone good at making you buy lunch. So be careful with that. They'll want a free sandwich out of you. But generally speaking, you get a relationship going with them, and it's kind of a co-op referral. You're not paying them a referral fee and they're not paying you a referral fee. It's a professional referral, which means, hey, if I know somebody that needs an attorney, I'll send them to you. If you know somebody that needs a realtor, you send them to me. And this has been working very well. We have a very simple script. It's one paragraph for the initial conversation. We've got a whole training on how you go into the State Bar Association so you can get access to all the emails and that type of thing. But however you're going about getting their email addresses, even if you just go to the main website for that law firm and you email each of those. But there's a more efficient way of doing it, of course. But we've got a simple script that we use that opens up a conversation. It just says, hey, I'm a realtor here in the area. We're looking to, partner with an attorney for anybody that has these co-op referrals, that type of thing. We'd like to have a chat with you. And I'm telling you, if you use this today and you go out and you find 50 attorneys to send an email to. You're going to get meetings with them and you're going to start developing relationships with people that are meeting clients on a monthly basis that need to sell. Now, let's go a little deeper on this. Let's go just in the realm of divorce. Now, again, you may want to go probate, IRS, anything like that, small business attorneys, but just in the realm of divorce, because there's so many divorces, especially happening now. This is a really big opportunity for you, but the best kind of attorney for you to work with when it comes to divorce attorneys, flat fee attorneys. Flat fee attorneys are the best. Why do you think those are the best for you? Well, number one, they're operating in more volume. They're meeting more people. You've seen those signs on the side of the road like, we'll handle your divorce for $399. You know why you want them? Not just for the volume that they provide. You know why you really want them as the people referring business to you? Which side do they represent? The husband or the wife? They represent both. This is an agreed entry. These folks aren't fighting. They're getting along. It's comfortable. It's an easy transaction. I don't want the fighting one. I don't want the one where the lady comes to the closing and says, why don't you have his girlfriend sign the thing? Like, I don't want those kinds of deals. I want the easy ones. So those flat fee attorneys tend to get people where they just agree to disagree. Like, let's not give all our money away and fight over everything. Let's just get our divorce filed and we go on about our merry way. So this is a really, really good way for you to start getting a large volume of folks, but the clients are the easiest to deal with. They just agree to get things finalized. So it's a great way to get things going for you here. You are going to get people that want to sell their home. Listen, let's face it, as a real estate agent, that's your number one goal, is to get yourself some listings. This is going to get you people that are motivated, they're qualified, and they are forced. Quite literally, they have to sell their home. So it doesn't matter what their mortgage rate is, or they don't want to do this, or they don't want to do that. The court will require, as a decree of their divorce, that they must sell that thing. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.